Miranda rights, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have a right to an attorney if you cannot afford one, and one will be appointed for you. And it you see it on TV. And everybody's like, as soon as, here's the one thing, and here I'm going to get my horse for a second on this. Everybody, as soon as they see somebody interacting with a police officer, they're like, they didn't read their Miranda rights. Well, here's the thing. There's certain requirements for the Miranda rights to attach. And we're going to flesh this out again in the next episode when we go into the riff session and we have a full discussion on some of these things. Because that for the Fifth Amendment, for the Miranda rights to apply, you have to be basically in custody. It has to be considered a custodial interrogation. So me, if I was a police officer and I was just having a discussion with you on the street, that's not something where anything you say at that point, if you're answering it, then that's on you. And they're like, well, there was 5 police officers around them and all these things. And it's like, okay, well, then you have to take a look at the what else they do to basically impose their will against this person. Because the whole Fifth Amendment issue is that you are overbearing somebody's freedom where they feel that they have to answer this. They're being compelled to do it. And that's not accurate. That it's something where, you could have situations where 5 officers around them, but so long as there's no other show of force or show of authority, that's fine. You can have one where one officer is there, and by the mere fact that they're putting their hand on their weapon, that becomes now a custodial interrogation, and that could change things.
Right.
One of the things that we're dealing with right now, which is a big challenge, which I think that we may have part of the riff session or discussion, is Giovanni, what's his name? The healthcare president that was shot, gunned down in New York.
Oh yeah.
And that there's again, this is second week of December 2025, that there's a hearing going on where they're moving to suppress the statements that he made, but also the gun that they found and everything else. And Jesus, that's just a whole, we may just do a special report on that one as well. If we're going to talk about that, because there's so many things that are involved with that, where we may just turn the next one into a special report on that and discussion on that, as far as how it ties into the all the different rights. But anyway, so Fifth Amendment, right against self-incrimination. Basically, you have the right to shut up if you choose to. If you're dumb enough to talk, then that's your fault. That's an easy way to remember it.
Fifth Amendment, as a wrap up, the founding fathers remember the Magna Carta, and they want to make sure that the government doesn't have overreach. So if you find yourself in the courts of this country, or that there are protections from the legal processes.
Right.
Rights against self-incrimination. There's due process clause about trial, having a grand jury. Government can't seize property without just compensation, and there's no double jeopardy. You can't be charged twice for the same crime.
Right.
All right. Little
Cool.
bow on Article 5.